Hula, everyone. Today is our first morning in Fiji. A little recount of yesterday before we get into today's activities. Yesterday we arrived first thing in the morning. 5 a.m. we landed at the airport and went through customs and everything. It was fine. We ended up getting on the Yasawa flyer to get out to the island that we are currently at called Waya. After a few delays on the boat, some things went a little bit crazy with the first boat, so we had to switch to a second boat, and then it was about an hour and 45 minutes to get out to this island from the main island. We checked in to our Airbnb, which is so cute, in the middle of the village where we are staying. This village is around 100 people, including children. So there is a ton of people in a really small area, but the village doesn't spread very wide. There's also dogs here where they use the dogs to hunt goats on other islands, which is so cool, along with a cat named Bamboo, who was sort of giving us some trouble yesterday, but we'll get to that later. We walked around on the beach before we had lunch, which was cabbage and squash?
Eggplant curry.
Oh, cabbage and eggplant curry and some rice, and it was so amazing. Then after we were full, they took us out to go swim with the sharks. To a really beautiful reef, and you could see the sharks all the way down. It was kind of crazy because other people were there with like tour groups or like scuba diving, and we were just pulled up on the village's fishing boat and just like got into the water with our masks, no life vests, no swim flippers or anything. And it was so cool. Saw a lot of fish, lots of sharks. Oh, we went out with Job and Ben, we stopped in the middle of the ocean, and I was like, oh, is this it? But Ben just jumped off to go spearfishing, and we just left him there the entire time. We were like another 15 minutes away to go swimming with sharks. But we picked him up on the way back. He didn't get left out there, and he only caught one fish. And then on the way back, I don't think I got a video of it. That would be crazy if I did. But we saw like a full shark dorsal fin cut right in front of us. And we actually stopped and turned around, and Ben tried to offer the shark the fish that we got, but we didn't end up seeing the shark again. It's really cool how connected everyone is to the nature and the ocean. Everyone always says it, but you can really see it here in the village. Oh, we hung out. Oh, we went to a Kava ceremony. Kava sort of makes your mouth go numb, gets you a little tingly, relaxes your muscles, hanging out in literally one of the most beautiful places in the world, but everyone's just relaxing and having the time of their lives. It was a continuation, I think, of the wedding ceremony that happened the night before, or maybe it was someone's birthday. We're not exactly sure what was happening.
This day we also ended up making some seashell anklets. Zach and I had little matching ones and I really liked them. I did lose mine on the flight out of Fiji though, so that's a little sad.
We had dinner, chicken and veggies. That was also really good. The chicken is like not cleaned like we think of it in America. It's like bones and everything, and you have to dig around to get the chicken, but it was so juicy, and I really enjoyed that. We had coffee. We came to the beach to journal this morning, and we're having donuts for breakfast.
Homemade.
Yeah.
Flour and everything.
We're doing okay. Enjoying island life. Oh, a selfie.
We made it to the top. It wasn't supposed to be a selfie, but yeah, we're here now. Whoa!
Okay, a quick little house tour of where we were staying. In the back, there was a bathroom and a shower, but the sink was outside. And then when you walk in from the bathroom, you're walking through the kitchen, dining area. And then the front room is the living room, but this is also where we ate all our meals. We just sat on the floor and ate them. And our bedroom was right off of this main room. But if you go out of our tiny bedroom and out the front door, there was like a front patio where you could hang out, and we spent a lot of time on Sunday there because there's no activities on Sundays. It's a rest day. The entire house and island was covered in fruit trees, and this tree right out front of the house had orange fruit on it, but it definitely tasted a lot closer to a lemon. It was super duper sour. For lunch, we had fruit, chicken curry, fish, and then we tried to go out and snorkel. This was really hard because we did this like basically right after lunch, which is the lowest tide of the day. So there wasn't a lot of space between us and the reef. So although it was beautiful, we didn't swim for very long. Bamboo the cat would also sometimes join us for activities. In fact, he followed us all the way onto the beach one day and even used it as his own little litter box.
Oh, it's like a litter box.
It's called Ike.
For dinner, this was probably the best dinner that we had there. It was a barracuda fish caught by our host's son, and it was cooked so amazingly. I sort of have this weird problem where I can't eat things that still look like they did when they were alive. So mentally getting over the block of eating a whole fish was a little hard for me, but as soon as I tasted how good it was, I was over it. I was eating that fish no matter what. We did spend some time walking around the village, taking in how it's all laid out and all the different houses. For breakfast, we had this really lovely cake. Zach ended up finding this coconut on the beach that he really wanted to open and like drink the coconut water out of. But once we got the husk off, we realized that it was rotten, so we ended up just leaving it. Bye-bye! We then said bye to Little Waya and headed to the mainland, but the journey to get there was a little bit rough. The waves were bigger than I thought they would be initially leaving the island, so I was definitely sore for a little while after this boat ride just from the bumps of the waves, but the closer we got to the mainland, the calmer the water got. So actually our Airbnb host had messaged her son, I think, who was on the mainland to pick us up from where the little boat was dropping off to drive us to our accommodation for the evening, First Landing Beach Resort. We are at an oceanfront bureau here at First Landing Beach Resort, and you just came in off our screened-in French porch, which you saw the view from earlier. We have a very pretty view. So each one of these is sort of 2 units connected, so we have some neighbors over here, but no one on this side, so we have some nice windows. This is our airplane chair. This is normally where you would like sit and be able to hang out. And then opposite of that, this is a pull-out couch. That is our packing area currently, so that we can get things organized before we head to Australia. And then we have, this is our dining area slash cosmetic stuff. We sort of exploded all over the room when we got here. That's okay. We got a huge bed here, each with an end table, and you have your own nightlight.
Ooh.
And AC unit also. So there's bug screens on the window as well as AC unit.
Oh yeah, we're living large.
Yeah, living nice. And then kettle, coffee, safe, fridge, not really using this. And then into the bathroom, pretty big, huge jacuzzi tub with shower. Obviously.
Looks much cleaner on camera.
Oh. Toilet. Then we have our little vanity here. I can film it later if you can't get it. Yeah, small but bigger than a hotel room, and a lot more space than where we just were, but the food at the last place was a lot better than this place. The food here was not.
Yeah, the food here is
Not
very piss poor.
I had to take a Tums because my tummy hurts now.
I didn't even finish my food.
Yeah.
And you know what that means.
Not good. But yeah, tomorrow we'll be heading off to Sydney.
Woohoo!
Good morning from our last morning in Fiji. It is not even 6 a.m. yet, and the sun is starting to come up. I think we went to bed at like 7:30 last night. Definitely still jet lagged. But we have an early morning flight today to go to Sydney to meet up with all of our friends. So excited. Fiji has been absolutely amazing. I have loved coming here, love experiencing the culture. Ocean is so beautiful. All of the plants, all of the trees. I would definitely come back and do like the Yasua Flyer, the boat we took out here, and get like a hop on, hop off pass and like go up all of those islands. Like I feel like that would be a really good trip because the island culture is like you are truly on island time. Everything is slow. There's no rush to do anything. It's calm, and they're like so close with nature. They understand it. They contribute to it, and it's almost like all the food we were eating was like right on the island. I think she said besides the chicken and the potatoes. And so everything was so fresh and so delicious. It was so good. And then we came here. I was a little sad about the food, but that's okay. We're only here one day, and we only came here so that we could charge everything up, be sure to shower before we got on our flight, and then so that we wouldn't have to wake up at like 4 a.m. this morning on the island and like get a boat in to catch our flight. But yeah, I really loved it. I think we will for sure be back here.
Now do a little jump. Oh!
What?
I'm in my undies.
Here, we'll